continue with the core work. And again, I'm going to reiterate training the spine and the core in several ranges of motion to engage your abdominals, transverse abdominis, your obliques, and your low back. Now we're going to go into lower torso rotation, deliberately focusing on separating the lower and the upper body in motion. Again, I'll start with the most modified variation and then show the levels of progression for that. This next one, side to side lower torso rotation, also known as windshield wipers. The most modified variation, as you lay down, you're going to have your hands even with your shoulders, palms down. Once the knees are up, you want to do your best to maintain a 90-degree bend at the hips, particularly when you're going side to side. When I have people do this, I'll see the knees kind of drift away from the upper body, but you want to stay engaged through the lower abdominal muscles and also the obliques. You will feel this in your low back a little bit, so don't be alarmed with that. And train in a range of motion where you can maintain really good form and technique and there's no pain. When you start with this, your objective is keeping your shoulders down on the floor and rotating side to side. Okay? If I see a shoulder start to roll up and lift, then I know that's as far as that individual can really train. So make sure those shoulders stay fixed onto the floor. Knees are staying towards your chest. You're maintaining a 90-degree, maybe a little bit more, of flexion at the hips. And if you do start out with a really limited range of motion, it will increase as you train. Now, we can go into a little bit more work with it. And once you start to even pick up any source of resistance or other apparatus, you're now going to engage your adductors. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm still in a bent knee position. Same objective in every motion, keeping my hips at a 90-degree bend, keeping my knees towards the upper body, and shoulders are staying fixed on the floor. There's no pain when I'm in this motion. And then full extension, now you're going to feel a lot of stretch in the hamstring. Adductors are fired up, obliques, abdominals, and low back, and same thing. I'm going to travel from side to side, and I'm just keeping my shoulders fixed to the floor. And that is one of your more extended variations to your side to side lower torso rotation.